Okay guys, welcome back here. It's a Sunday, and we all know what that means on a Sunday. For me around the shop, that means it's my day to work on my stuff. Well, we're up to part 4, I think, on my 58 there. Last thing you seen was I was spraying the frame there outside, a nice satin black. Well, anyway, I've started assembling it. I was going to do a video as I was assembling it, but then I thought to myself, it's going to be pretty damn boring watching me put control arms on and just set a leaf springs in. So I didn't really do a video, but if there is any questions, if there's anybody out there that's unsure how to do this kind of stuff or anything, please write to me. I'll try and respond back with an answer the best I can. But other than that, that's about it. So let's take a look where we're leaving off here on mine. Okay, here we go. Okay, so as you can see, I got the leaf springs in, I got the differential in. We'll get around here out of the sunlight. Now I did the frame of satin black, and if you remember I showed you before, I did all the separate parts of gloss black. Now you're probably looking at the shocks and you're thinking, what the fuck's with the blue shocks? Well, you know what, I bought the shocks, they were blue, and I mean, that's exactly what I mean. I'm not getting overly carried away, even though some of my friends and people think that I am getting carried away here. Carried away to me would be taking the shocks and sanding them down and painting them shiny black. But mind you, the more I look through this camera view thing here and look at those shocks blue, they do look pretty hideous, don't they? Maybe I should paint them black. Anyway, there we go. I don't know if you can see the contrast. We got the nice satin black frame. We got the gloss black differential. Everything was sprayed with the gun. I did the pumpkin on the diff. I did it a nice cast iron. I put all stainless steel bolts and washers all around the differential there, if you can see. If you remember on the videos back, it was a posi. It's got a posi track differential in it. It's got 336 gears, and it's all new. Everything is new. Axle seals, bearings, you name it. Took it down to my differential guy, Rod. He checked it out. Said, Rick, you got a good one here. So there we go. I put the leaf springs are in there. I left those satin black. We'll come around to the front. And you remember I painted all the control arms a gloss black. Then what I did was, you know, like the upper A-arms, the ball joints, that kind of stuff. Now the ball joints and all that are new, but I painted everything there with a rattle can. I will say that, with a rattle can. I did that stuff cast iron. One of the reasons I spray stuff like the ball joints and that is when the ball joints come at any vehicle when you buy them, they're just like a bare metal. And you can throw them in, it's all fine because most people don't give a shit, but the problem is the first rain that you get, they're just going to be rusted and they look like crap. So I sprayed them with a cast iron, then I spray them with just a rattle can to clear coat. I put all the nice stainless lock washers and bolts and all the nice nylock nuts on there. The wheel cylinders, pulled the caps back, they're obviously cast, clear coated on both sides. Made sure I didn't get any in the holes or anything. Clear coated them, just because the wheel cylinders themselves, again, as soon as they get wet, they're going to rust. And you can see our beautiful blue shocks through there, but I ain't fucking taking those out of there and painting them black. But I am really thinking about these back ones now, because they do kind of look shitty. Or am I just getting carried away? You let me know. Anyway, okay, so I painted the spindle. As you can see, a nice cast. All new rubber bumpers on the front. I got them on the rear too. I replaced all the, we'll get back here, actually we'll take a look. There's some rubber stops right here. There's ones up here. One back in the center, those are all new. Bought those all new. All new upper, lower control arm bushings, new ball joints, new shocks. Brake hoses are in, all new brake hoses. Even went to all the trouble of getting stainless steel horseshoe clips to hold the brake hoses on. What the hell, me as well, going this far. New wheel cylinders. Coils are dropped down. Now the coils are, this car should sit around 3 inches lower than it was from factory. So it should be dropped down there. Trying to think what else is going on here. Oh, I'll show you. There we go. You can see when it's far, if you look carefully, nice little line right there. Got a little pinstriping done around there. You know, I don't know why. I just was farting around and I thought, you know what, let's get some striping on there. So we got some striping on there. Now what you do, here's a key factor, maybe a note, I'm trying to remember everything here. Your upper control arm bushings, your upper ones and your lower ones, okay, down in here. When you replace those, just snug those in very lightly. Do not tighten those at all until the car is completely together and with all the weight of the vehicle on there. That is something I learned when I was mechanicking back in the day. You just should wait till everything is on there for the weight before you tighten them up. So there's something there for you. What else can I show you what's going on? I think that's pretty much it. If we get over here, you can see I got all my tie rod ends. Again, they're all new. Inner and outer tie rod ends, new. I painted them, clear coated them. Idler arm, I bought a new idler arm kit for it. You know, we've got the tie rod end sleeves, they're all done. Paint, if you're asking me what I'm using, now what I had for cast iron, there's several different cast iron paints out there. This one actually is made by VHT, and it's actually for a header. It's header paint, they call it. So you don't have to get this header paint. But there's different colors of cast iron. And I seem to like this. I like this one. There's a darker one too, but I like this one. So that's what's on them parts where I say where they're cast iron. I sprayed that on there. Then I just took my plastic coat, clear coat, and put that over top. So that's basically what went on there. So there's the frame. It's coming along. I can basically make it a roller now. And that's about all I can show you. That's what's going on. I'm a little bit behind. Here, we'll turn this. I'm probably a little bit behind from where I wanted to be. I wanted to have the frame done and completed by the first week of March, and we're into the third week now, but like I say, I only work on this thing one day a week. It's usually Sundays are my day to work on it, and sometimes Sundays it's hard. People are coming by the place, and you know, it doesn't matter if I have the doors locked and the gates locked, they're still honking or yelling at the gate, and you got to go out there and see what they want. And so it's a little difficult sometimes to get things done. And like I say, I have a yard and property and shit that I got to look after too, so you know, it all takes time. The best thing I can tell you guys out there if you're building a car, I mean, obviously you want to have some time limit and some goal, because if you don't, it may not ever get done. But don't ever make it a priority to have it done on that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would like to see this car done and finished for like the middle of May to the end of May, so I can get it on the road for June. There's a car show coming up down in Chehalis, Billetproof or something there. Maybe I take it down there in June or something. But anyway, regardless whether it gets done or not, I'm not about to rush and cut corners now, especially the way I seem to be doing this car. This car for me is actually overboard. I don't usually get this carried away. This will be the first car ever that I've owned, of my own, that I've done a frame off on. I've done some pretty close jobs to frame off on some of my cars. You know, you look underneath and they look like they've been taken off the frame, but my cars were already, I just never bothered. They didn't need to come off the frame, just like this one really didn't. But you know, I just thought I would for the hell of it. So anyway, I guess where I'm going here, we'll get back on subject, is don't cut corners, don't rush yourself. Don't say I gotta have it done on this day, because once you do, there's always going to be something that's going to slow you down. You get behind with it, and then you get all pissy and you'll get pissed off. And trust me, take it from me, because I do it all the time. I set dates on everything, and when the dates don't work for me, I fucking just lose it. I just lose it. And by God, you don't want to put that on tape, because you would think my rant and raves are bad. You should see it when I lose it. But anyway, I'm trying to just take it mellow on this one. You know I'm a couple weeks behind on the frame, and I really don't give a shit. Whatever. It is what it is. I'm having fun doing it. It's turned out good, and that's part of it. It's not just about driving the car. To me, a big part of it is chasing down the parts and building them. That's the most part that I enjoy. And then driving it's just a bonus. But anyway, thanks all you guys for watching. And again, I can't put enough plugs out there. This car is for sale. But mind you, by the way it's turning out, I probably won't want to sell it. It is going to be for sale. So anyone out there looking for a 58 Ford, there you go. It will be up for sale. Again, remember my website, oldtimegarage.ca. If you go on there, you can go on, there's a little square box thing on there. Check it out. It's called Instagram. I think you can even look it up on your phone, Instagram. I don't know nothing about it because I've still got an old flip phone. That's right. Don't believe me? Here you go right here. There you go. See that? An old bloody flip phone. That's how, I'm lucky I even got that. That's how old school I am. So I can't get onto it. But apparently if you got it one of these newer, I don't know, flat screen phones or whatever the hell they call them, you can go onto a thing called Instagram. You'll see we put some pictures up there. We usually put 1 or 2 pictures a week. There's not a lot, but there's some cool pictures. And the website's always got different pictures going up usually every month or something like that. So you get some behind the scenes shots. And that's about all I can tell you. So all you guys out there that are watching my channel, I thank you very much, all my subscribers. And hey, remember, it's always a good time at Old Time. Get out in the shop, get something done for yourself or spend it with the family. Enjoy yourself. Okay, see you later.